Being struck speechless was a new experience for Kira, but then the man sitting across from her had a disturbing way of surprising her. Graydon rested his chin on his hand and raised his eyebrows at her in silent invitation. He couldn't have said what she thought she'd heard. "Would you like to repeat that?" Because it had sounded an awful lot like he'd said he was keeping her, which was absurd. A fact he had to know. Graydon smirked, a cocky twist of the lips that made her want to reach across the table and punch him. "Is your hearing bad?" The man known as the Emperor's face was built like a mountain. Authority was stamped on every feature, arrogance along with it. The synth armor he wore seemed to eat the light, appearing a black so deep she was surprised she couldn't see her reflection in it. He was tall and broad-shouldered, with clearly delineated muscles even his armor couldn't hide. His features warned of the stubborn personality inside, even as they invited you to sit and stare a while. He was handsome, almost brutally so. He knew it, too. Dark hair, framed in tense, stormy gray eyes, and a face chiseled from granite. Thin lips that looked indescribably soft. Yes, handsome, if not for the fact smug superiority oozed from his pores. Kira's eyes narrowed. Was this revenge? Some type of retaliation for hurt pride? He'd asked her to stay, and she'd refused for reasons she couldn't reveal to him. Her mission was dangerous, requiring focus and sacrifice. Graydon was a temptation she couldn't afford. She wouldn't have thought it of him. He was too self-assured for such petty things. No, this was something else. "Not at all," Kira said icily. "I just wanted to see if you're really as stupid as you're acting." Graydon's smile flashed again, an amused lion impressed by his prey's struggles. She ignored him in favor of examining the rest of those taking part in this farce. Liara, the overlord of House Luatha, sat to the right of Graydon, her eyes bruised and her features exhausted. The battle for the planet had taken its toll on Kira's cousin. Liara seemed resigned to events, her careful mask providing no hint to what she thought of the current situation. Kira dismissed Liara almost in the same instant. Her cousin might hold a measure of familial loyalty to Kira, but she wouldn't risk the safety of her people for one she'd known for a handful of days. She also dismissed Chandri, the healer who'd tended to Kira during her brief stay in Chandri's healing room. The healer lacked any true power to influence current events.